Okay, so we're live right now. Welcome everybody on our second international stream with a match and a commentary of mine and Hyuk Lee. So I let you guys introduce yourselves and say something to the viewers.
Who starts though?
Okay, maybe let's...
I'll start.
Hyuk can start.
Witamy Was serdecznie. Zapraszamy na najciekawszy mecz.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And maybe you guys introduce yourselves, the players, because it's all about the games of yours. So viewers want to know who you are and what is your strategy for the match.
Go first then?
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Hyo Lee and I love online chess, especially quick time controls. So I wish you guys enjoy the stream.
And now Kacper, it's your turn.
Okay, so hello. I'm here to play against my Korean friend that I lost the classic game 2 already in was it July of 2021? So yeah, I'm here for the revenge today.
Okay,
You don't have to say that.
so
That's a great beginning of the match.
that's the only reason why you're here, right?
Yeah.
I want to have fun also and to
Okay.
give some fun to our viewers, but you know, I wanted to spice things up at first.
Okay.
So,
Okay, that's great.
Great to hear that.
So I guess we can move on to the blitz section. We have like two parts of the match. The first one is it's like 1 hour, right? Of
Yes.
Yeah,
of
1
blitz,
hour of
3 plus 1 blitz, and the second part is 30 minutes, right? Of bullet, 1 plus 1.
Yeah.
okay.
And it's depending on how many games you play, like you play like we don't have a limited number of games, but you play on till the hour is finished. So
Yeah.
good luck to
And
you.
also we should
Unrated
inform.
game.
Yeah, unrated game.
Is it going to be unrated game or rated game? Because previously we did unrated, but if Casper wants, we
whatever you
can do
want.
rated.
I mean, we can play rated actually. So that may be
Yeah, rated sounds better. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have even more motivation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
have
kind
to
of
be
lost a
careful
lot of
because
rating.
I'm the one who's taking the risk because I'm.
I mean, you have such a.
least bullet. I'm just to 600, but he's like
I mean, on leeches,
400. So.
on leeches you're like 2700.
Welcome everybody! A great pleasure for me and
Yeah,
for
and
my
Cosma, and we should
colleagues
also
to see
inform
you all
that,
here.
in Warsaw today there's a big storm, so
I mean, there
Anytime.
was like
There was.
for like the previous day and even today, for some time I didn't have electricity. It just went off due to the very strong wind and some trees falling. So if the stream goes off, then it means I just lost
and
the power.
Cosma is that.
Yeah, and that's
So
bad.
then please follow the games on the chess.com.
Yeah, I mean you'll see the links, so that's great. Oh, I have one question from my friend on chat, and I can answer him. Yes, we can play, but after like 7 p.m. Okay, guys. So
Okay, so good luck to everybody.
good luck to everybody, and just
Please start the clock.
yeah, the arbiter says. So you play till 7:05.
Okay, good luck.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Okay, so I have to somehow look at his games. Where is it? It's not playing.
Hello everybody in chat.
Where is he?
Are they playing?
I
Probably
mean,
not.
not yet, I guess.
Not yet.
I don't see the games. Just wait a
Me
second.
neither.
The chess.com
Actually,
says
we're
that-
not playing right now, but I don't know how can I close my screen.
I sent the challenge. I don't know.
how to do what?
How can I close the stream? Like the
Just
screen
minimize
is not playing.
minimize the screen.
Yeah, but I'm seeing it actually.
Oh, but it wasn't an issue like
Wait,
the previous time.
I went off or what?
No,
No.
you're here.
You're
I'm
You're
here.
here?
Then? Okay.
yeah. Just go to
Yeah, we can
Chrome.
start. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Okay, so we have it, and the first move.
Oh, they're playing.
Hyo Lee is playing as white, and Kacpra is playing as black, and e4 on the
4 is on the
board.
board.
E4, G6, D4. I think I can mute the sounds of chess.com so that we can focus on the game itself. And this variation is really tricky. I mean, right now Queen
Yeah,
A5,
there is a move also.
Bishop C3 even,
B3,
BC3 and Queen A5, and it's
I
really
think BC3 was a computer's best choice actually, if I remember correctly.
Oh, but he went for knight c6. Still, it's really a double-edged game because black gave up his pawn and wants to somehow prove
And
the
it's not so easy
compensation.
to regain the c5 pawn, isn't it?
I mean, right now, I guess it's not, but still you can go for this position after bishop takes c3, bc3, and somehow play for the compensation because of weak white's pawns. But I think that this bishop on e3 is like a monster. If this one gets exchanged, then it's really bad for black. So right
Yeah.
now, I guess I like this position for white. It looks like a normal dragon, but with the c pawn on the board.
Without
still.
without
Yeah.
c pawn.
Yeah, with extra pawn for white. So
Yeah, I mean.
and I don't see any direct way of regaining the material.
Maybe he should gambit like kind of b6 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
maybe b6 because
Yeah.
d6 is not a move here because I
Yeah.
just take on d6 and not only your pawn down but your structure is totally ruined. So
Yeah.
that was
Bishop is attacked. So
yeah.
bishop
But right now
should
bishop
go
b3,
three or two.
bishop
Yeah.
b3 and knight g2, and later on we can think about the castle. Like, should we castle long or short?
I
Not
think
sure.
long castle here is also kind of reasonable
Yeah,
because
It's normal,
after
but
that,
you can also play like more positionally and play for the pawn advantage and just castle short.
it's also possible.
Yeah,
Why not to play b6 right now, for example?
I mean it's
Because-
it's your only idea. You have to somehow activate this bishop on c8
yeah.
because otherwise,
Otherwise,
it's,
bishop is just dead.
yeah, and your position is that the rooks are not connected. Yeah,
Yes,
so
he's playing b6.
he decided to play b6 and I mean I don't like his clock situation right now because
Yeah.
he's really low.
Actually, I didn't
on time.
understand that he lost like 40 seconds on the first.
I mean,
server
maybe there
against
were
me.
some other issues like
Yeah, maybe
connection
he
or,
has
or
lag.
some things, but still,
Okay.
white
is just developing as a dragon way.
yeah, and white is just better for sure. He's up a pawn, but you know you can never underestimate black in Sicilian, like unless the position is totally cramped, which it's not the case here. Black has some counterplay, I guess.
Now,
I mean,
black
he can
is
generate it.
threatening knight c4, yeah, kind of exchange
Yeah.
of one of the
Yeah,
bishop
but
pairs.
still, black gets the bishop pair, which is not the biggest issue in this position, and white manages to exchange one pair of light pieces. So
Oh.
it's like
Okay.
it's bad for black, I guess. But you know,
I think-
it's blitz, and
Yeah,
anything
it's
can happen.
great.
Knight c4, and he'll try to.
I think queenside castling right now was a kind of risky decision.
Yeah, because
a5
after-
is open.
Yeah, a5 is open.
A5.
After king b1, you just go b5 and b4, like
Yeah.
this. It's very straightforward. Not sure if it works, because after b5 I can go b3, But still,
Or e5 also, yeah, kind of.
yeah, b3, and I'm wondering if he's gonna retreat to e6 or take on e2. I'd rather take on e2 to not lose the momentum, but he went for b4.
B4 is a great move, I think.
That's good, that's good.
Yeah.
So
same position, kind of same position he had also in the previous match, if you remember, the London system against Basha.
yeah, but it somehow
was-
ended up like being totally lost for white.
Yeah, Basha won that game.
Yeah, like knight a4, and I think I have to take.
He got a second a4. Oh, he's doing it.
Okay, rook a4, ba4, queen a5, and
Yes.
I can go knight c1, queen a4, knight b3.
It's
But-
3 then.
Yeah,
Knight
rook a8, and it's tricky. It's really tricky because black regains the
I think
pawn.
white is just lost in this case.
I wouldn't be so sure yet, but it's really unpleasant for white right
And,
now. After
bishop
rook a8,
g7 is also activating.
yeah, bishop is like a monster here, and it turned out
Yeah.
that the long castle wasn't the best move
Wasn't good. Yeah.
in the position arising after the opening, and yeah, the a file just decided the game. I mean, maybe not yet, but I don't see any move for white, so
Yeah. I mean, after b3, b4 was such a strong move that
yeah.
black
White shouldn't have gone for knight a4, maybe, but still, what move to do?
queen a2.
Yeah, just take king c1 and
A2,
just take on
this is-
b3, or maybe.
Oh,
What
but
has
he
happened
blundered
here?
also.
Yeah, he
because
blundered.
now queen d2 is protecting a2 and there's no
Yes.
checkmate.
Yes, so suddenly the
Suddenly,
game
yeah.
changed the course, and it looks like white is just winning because the compensation is gone. The a pawn is
And
protected
white
by
is
the
actually
queen.
right now exchange up.
Yeah, just an exchange.
Oh, but bishop h6 is a
Yes,
great
so
move also.
still there are some fireworks after queen b2. I just take on
Queen
c1.
c2, queen b2, whatever. and
Yeah,
bishop
black regains the exchange, but is positionally worse due to the really
Slowly
strong
still
bishop
works, yeah.
on d4, and right now e5, really good decision in order to cut this bishop off the play on the dark squares. d5, bishop g5,
Five, yes.
knight d7. It's really tricky. I
Very
think I should take here on d5, knight b6 in order to activate
Maybe
the
one
knight.
should push the pawn right now, yeah? Oh,
It starts looking really nasty
Really
for
nasty,
white right
yeah.
now. Oh, and
Everything
that's bad. So I mean, why didn't he
What?
take an exchange here?
there was a free
what's-
exchange.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's lost for white, I guess,
Yeah, still lost.
because his pieces are really passive here,
Yeah.
and the
They
speed
are
they're
playing
playing
really
with it's really fast. So right now it's gonna be lost for white because the king
King
is
D3,
really
yeah.
far from the king side, and white is going to lose material here.
And
But
king is helping to protect
Yeah.
b4
yes,
to stop.
so right now the pawn can go forward, and after b6 I just go
Yeah.
king c6 or king c8 and just block the
King
block the
b6,
pawn.
king a7, but it doesn't work, of course.
Yeah, rook f5 and just outplay this bishop somehow. Rook f3, maybe rook e3 or rook f2. After king a7 I just go check here, and later
it's,
I promote the pawn.
h2 is good.
Yeah,
GG.
that's, yeah. Oh, this game
This
really
game was
interesting.
crazy
Yeah.
game from the
I mean, black was lost out of the opening, I think, but later managed to create some counterplay, then lost this counterplay, and somehow went out on top in the end. So I can.
you can put
Yeah. So
scores, yeah.
Kacpra
One.
won. It's like 1-0 right now.
I'm checking the stream right now.
Okay, there are no comments so far. Okay, so what
What's
opening
going on here?
is this? Could have arisen from either French or Sicilian.
Yeah, but French after e6, Kacpra played c4,
and
which is really.
And wanted some kind of a French pan-off, so to say, variation.
But it's more like English, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's
Botvinnik system.
Yeah, and white just goes d3, bishop e3, and wants to push the pawns on the king side, or just go slowly with a3, rook b1, b4, like this. So that's the plan here. So we can combine the play on two wings here, while black is doing basically the same thing. And I mean, I don't really like this kind of positions as black. I mean,
it's kind of strategically very difficult to play, find the moves.
Yeah, I mean, you have some positional advantage because of, I mean, one little positional advantage because you have the knight on d4 and it's really strong and it's protected, but white somehow has more space, and even though the bishops got exchanged, the white is having still some play on the king side.
In this kind of position, the typical break is probably h4, h5, yeah?
Yeah.
White
and black
but now it's kind of black is managing to exchange the queens.
Yeah, if black manages to exchange the queens, this is just better for black.
Yeah, it's better for
because
black.
Because white lacks the potential of attack on this on king side, whereas black is just going to start the push on the second
king
wing.
Side. Yeah, this is correct move probably. Yeah, a6, b5.
A6, b5, really strong. Right now I can go d6. I have to
d6,
protect the pawn here, and later on just b5. But b5. After d6, you have to count with the option of knight b6.
Knight b6.
Yeah, and you're not gonna move the b pawn yet. Still, it's really tricky, this position, because after knight b6 you have to calculate moves like knight e2 and later on knight d4, and maybe I somehow get to kick your knight out of the b6 outpost.
Yeah, but it's not obvious how to kick the knight.
Yeah, it's
kind of
totally
it's just
obvious.
staying there, but it annoys black pieces.
Welcome everybody.
Yeah.
A great pleasure for me and for my colleagues to see you all here.
Thanks for the follow.
Oh, somebody.
Okay, so
Karvo so handsome.
there are first comments on chat, and they're really funny.
Yes.
Really nice from the viewers to appreciate the players. I wonder if Kacper saw this or not, but we're gonna tell him later.
Yeah. So what's the next plan for white? Okay, white exchanges.
So
piece of knight.
It may just turn out to be like a not
maybe
sure.
It's somehow time to activate the bishop on c8 because
I mean
sleeping.
this knight on b6 is like totally ruining black's plans, and what is irritating me is the fact that white is going to start his own play on the queen side right now.
Maybe there's a plan of
or maybe a3, b4,
making a bishop c6 and maybe f5, something like that kind of.
Yeah, but this knight is impossible to be kicked
away.
Really.
Yeah.
So you have to count on some tricks like maybe blundering like rook c1, knight e2 or something like this. But I mean it's hard to play with black. Maybe it's
maybe h5, h4, something like creating a line from that side, and rook can join from.
I mean you don't have any weak points or in your position as black actually, because like the d6 pawn is not a target, it's impossible to attack, and the b7 pawn is well protected, so it's
black is doing king side expansion, which is I think
that the position is like dynamically equal because
Yeah, but time situation is not equal.
oh, and g4, I don't like this move right now. G5 and
G4,
just fix the structure on the and white pawns on light squares so that
wait, but G4 can met by just F5
maybe
probably.
H3.
H3 or
I'm wondering H3, and if bishop takes, then knight E2, knight F4, and I have a fork on your bishop and your pawn on D3.
on D3 also, yeah.
Yeah. So and he
very
played
nice.
it. He played it. Oh, but he opted for rook H8. Knight E2 was a viable option. Still, it's not bad for black because you have compensation. You can go
Maybe now
knight.
check.
Yeah, knight E2, king H1,
and knight F4.
knight F4, and either way you have some compensation. After this, you cannot go D4 because the bishop gets lost and this pawn is going to fall. Yeah, so you have to play something like rook D1, but it's not a move you want to make. Or maybe he just wants
there's
like
also
D5.
plan of yeah.
Maybe
there's
this.
also plan of moving scoot the king and let the other rook join the attack from
somehow hit the pawn on H7.
7. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And right now knight G2.
And there's a free pawn.
Just
There's
take on
free pawn
G2
on
or maybe just oh no. Not sure here.
Yes.
F3. Why not F3?
F5.
F5. Rook G3.
I think he blundered the pawn. And now there's mate.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Great mate.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
equal.
So just 1-1 right now, and
okay, and we have a Caro-Kann defense.
yeah, one of my favorite. Oh
No,
no,
it's
no,
not
no,
Caro-Kann.
no, no.
Maybe
He just pre-moved
L
F3.
system.
He just pre-moved F3 because he wanted to play it
Remove
against the
F3.
Caro-Kann. Still, it's not
is
that
very-
unuseful here because you can develop your pieces like this in a kind of semish way. But why knight c3? It doesn't have any squares available. I don't like this move. You should develop this knight via d2 and c4
Yes.
in this kind of positions because knight
And
on
bishop e3, bishop c4, knight g2, something like that kind.
Yeah.
Oh, there's tactic. There's tactic.
yeah, knight b5
Yeah.
and white is just better due to the
Right.
fact of having a bishop pair
Very
and
nice. Yeah, bishop there and doubled pawn.
yeah, this pawn is
What a
weak.
move.
This
What a
pawn
move.
is this pawn is weak. It's what is this? Like
Bishop f8, great move.
you're losing this as black right now. You have to give up the pawn and like bishop f6 and then bishop b5 and everything is falling apart. So
And now long castle and white is having a great advantage of free pawn.
I mean there are questions on chat. What are you drinking?
Me? I'm drinking water.
Okay. Okay, so that's good because some people were thinking that you're drinking whiskey, or maybe it was
Yeah, I see it.
or maybe it was some other guy, or maybe
Like people are joking sometimes in Russia because in Russian voda is water and vodka is vodka, and there's only one K difference, one alphabet more, and
it's like the same
voda
in Polish basically.
yeah. So I'm not drinking vodka, but just voda. There's a
Okay.
big difference.
Yeah. So how should I convert my advantage here as white? Because it's the second time Hyo is having
I thought just you are working for Hyo.
me? Am I?
No, I mean you just said like how should I convert
I mean as white because
as
like
white?
yeah, as white.
Well, here you should take probably.
Yeah, but
Otherwise,
after knight b4, the
before
c pawn.
C3, probably defending.
I don't want to give up the light squares here. I don't like it.
Maybe bishop can come to
Bishop
this.
b3 or f5 is also a viable option. And the problem with white is that he has this knight, this cramped knight on e2,
Yeah.
which doesn't have any good squares. After knight g3 there is f4, and you cannot go king b1 because there is some move like bishop b3 or bishop a2. Not sure which one to choose, but yeah, I don't like this.
Maybe as white, yeah, like rook d6, just you should double up by d file, but it's very hard to.
Your rooks are not connected yet.
Yeah, connect the second rook. First
And right now bishop c4.
Knight and the bishop.
Yeah, or maybe right now knight g3 and f4.
Knight
Oh,
g3
it doesn't work. It doesn't work because
yeah, it's just.
I thought the idea was like if you take and I just take with the knight and there is no fork, but it doesn't work.
Bishop c4 is just protected bit.
Yeah, so after knight g3 I can just go with f4 and
f4, yeah, his fork.
Yeah.
Well, it's very hard to play for as white.
It's really hard to play as
g3 is not bad move.
Yeah, but still you cannot develop your bishop to any square because the knight on e2 is loose. So it looks like black got his own counterplay here. Knight e1 is a funny one.
Knight e1,
really.
yeah, as bishop f8.
Yeah, and just it's eyed on the f3 pawn, and white goes f4.
Yeah, white is basically doing to make a space for his minor pieces.
Yeah, because he has to develop this king side somehow.
And I think right now, if white should take, otherwise it's too crimpy, and develop the bishop probably.
So I just take on e5, go now bishop f4 if black regains the pawn, and
or knight f4 and bishop f4.
I put my pieces on these squares, and it looks really natural for white. I mean, white has some compensation here, like still even after knight f4, it's like it's two pawns, and it's a bishop in an open position, so white has definitely some chances. But comparing it to the position after the opening, it's not what I wanted.
Yeah, because opening was really not
bad.
bad.
it was totally winning out of the opening, but still black managed to create his counterplay like in the first game, so it's going to be a really nasty fight right now. And do I have knight
right
d3?
now the rook is only defending. So knight d3 was missed.
Yeah,
by white.
Still white has some compensation, but you have to be aware of the h4 option, and that's what he does. Rook h7 preventing h4, and right now I can just take and
king b3.
Yeah.
King c2.
The good point with having the knight on f4 is that it protects the e2 square. Oh, and he just gave it away. Just gave it away.
Maybe taking with rook was much better because right now is
yes it was, but still you have some compensation here, at least on blitz.
Kinda difficult too.
If black didn't have this a pawn, it would be.
But a pawn is
better. Yeah, it's decisive here. I guess a3 knight b4 just king a7, and I just cannot move my pawn. I mean, it takes really long to just promote this pawn, so it's too long. So right now it's just lost. Yeah, black is collecting this pawn and giving up this. Yeah. So it's 2-1 for Kacper. Okay, so like this.
Black goes for Scandinavian,
which I'm not a big fan of. I mean, I don't like this opening.
Queen d6 I actually like.
It's a tricky variation, I guess.
Yeah, variation that I like.
Tiviakov
among Scandinavians. Yeah, Tiviakov variation.
Tiviakov wrote
and here the main line runs like after d4, knight f3, and knight e5, knight c4, kicking away the queen. But Kacpra opted for kind of slow system with g3.
Yeah, I guess we can flip the board because the board was...
Welcome everybody! A great pleasure for me and for my colleagues to see you all here.
No, and you don't need to show the board for me.
Yeah, but on the stream it was like
Okay.
on the side of Hyo every time.
Yeah.
So
Now
I guess it should be from the white side every
for
time.
the equality. For the
Yeah.
equality.
Yeah, because it's not
we're
like
not rooting for anyone.
yeah. We're rooting for the best player and the winner of this match. So F3.
Actually, I'm not Russian. I'm reading the chat. Yeah, I'm not Russian.
Yeah, but you, how long do you live in Russia so far?
For 7 years, so
Oh,
yeah.
that's-
Somehow I know something about Russia.
yeah. So that's a lot.
Hmm.
And previously you lived in Seoul, right?
So, and sometimes I lived in Vienna.
Oh yeah. When it's where we met the first time, like
Yeah,
during the
true.
tournament in Vienna.
During the Vienna Open, yeah?
Yeah, and there was Patrick, and there were some other Polish chess players there. I mean, the atmosphere of the tournament was really nice, and the score wasn't that good actually, but
And where was
who cares?
Rathaus? It was
Rathaus Wien.
Rathaus. Wien.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. So
Great place. Actually.
yeah, it was a really nice place to play in. One of the best places I've ever played in, but the quality of my moves wasn't that high actually. So
Always complaining.
I mean, that's
Actually, you're
my Polish nature.
2400.
I mean, back then I was like below 2300 actually,
Uh-huh.
because my rating
You see, you managed to gain more 100 points.
Yeah, I mean, my rating dropped significantly in 2019, and I started to regain it like in the late 2019.
Also,
and
what's
2020.
happening here right now? Because Black is launching
it's a total
such
mess.
an attack.
It's a total mess. Black has a bit of a ruined structure, but
But
he has
with
the open.
G and H file, I
Yeah.
think Black is simply better.
Yeah, I like this position for Black because White has less space and doesn't.
And White does not have any plan, I think.
I mean, d4 is a plan for me. I'd play d4 if I was White, but
But
it's not
d4 right
easy.
now, d4 is met by bg2, king g2, and just
H4.
long castle. And you,
Or maybe long castle, long
maybe it's
castle.
also good.
Yes.
And
King
Kacpra
H1
is
is
wasting
really-
so much.
Really low on time, but the fun thing is that when he gets into time trouble, he starts playing really well.
Yes.
He's like
Interesting
Grishuk.
fact. Sasha Igorevich. Okay.
Actually, I didn't know his patronymic, but
Mhm.
thanks. And
Yep.
what is this? Blockade on light squares.
Yeah, but dark square is horribly
But
very weak.
how do you get on this dark squares?
Probably queen d6 and e4 maybe. But
Ah.
still knight is blockading somehow, so
Yeah.
that plan doesn't work.
It's
For the
not,
time
not
being.
easy, not easy.
Not
Maybe
easy.
the point is that black wants to sacrifice on g4 at some point, even if it wasn't like the most viable option. But
Oh, but now
he
black is really great.
it's just lost for white.
h3 is falling.
Yeah, h3 is falling and
And
white.
time out.
Yeah,
That's
so it's
2-2.
like 2-2, really.
Intense match.
Yeah, so Kacpra is winning, and the second game Hyo and Kacpra and Hyo, and it goes like this. Okay, so
Yeah, we live together in the same apartment.
oh. Yeah, because you're brothers, right?
Yep. And white goes for wing gambit. I'm not fan of wing gambit, but my brother always plays it.
It's really tricky, and I don't like playing it as black on blitz.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
Because
you have to be. You're up a pawn, but white has some activity, and he has his own center, and
White has a really big center.
And it's really like simple play and nice outpost for his pieces, which is really important when you're playing with because your play is just flowing, like you make your moves and you don't waste much time. But black has
was A2 was just a treat on pre-move. Maybe Kacpra wanted to take on B1 on pre-move.
Yeah, but it has some idea in it, because the rook on A2 might be worse than on A1 actually.
Because of bishop E6, you mean?
Yeah, at some point bishop E6. I mean, not like
but
this,
always on bishop E6 we have D5 or C4 D5.
Yeah,
so
but it's. I'm not
now,
sure.
Now
I'm not sure.
We're about D4.
I'm not sure if I want to push D5 actually, because then all these dark squares on this diagonal just get weakened. So
that's true.
I just want to play C3, knight BD2, and play like this, I think. And if I want to make some push, I would think twice before this, because my center is really nice, and it's restricting black's pieces. So
true. And the minus point of D5 is also your white square bishop is going to sleep.
Yeah,
that's the big problem.
But right now black went for D5 himself, and
maybe just why not to develop the knight, second knight, which is sleeping on B1.
Yeah,
yes,
normal.
And twice recapturing.
Yeah, and the threat is just E5, and you don't have an outpost on E4, so the pieces get exchanged, and white is a pawn down but has some activity. And this queen side is not easy to develop, because after bishop E6 I have D5.
Yeah.
And you don't have so many nice squares for your bishop. F5 is not an outpost you want to put it on, because I just take and
your structure
is ruined. And the worst thing is that it's near your king, so that might be a problem.
True.
Oh,
hello there.
Hello. It's Janek, our big friend from InfoShach.
Yeah.
And he's gonna.
He's our one of the closest friends.
Yeah. So there is a question: which brother is a better player? And you get to answer it.
I think he's younger brother, because recently I just don't have time to practice chess that much as my brother does, and I'm simply too busy.
Yeah, so like
study.
You
and he is much higher rated in blitz also.
So you play more piano, and he plays like more chess, or
no? He's also kind of like
music
is always our first thing, but
yes,
he has just more time to practice chess. So that's
why is it so? So it's because you're like more professional, or
I mean,
on the
he's
piano?
not that occupied as I am right now in conservatory.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's just much younger than me, and he has just more time.
There's a nice comment. Pieszka nie Oрешka, white has a pleasant position.
But Oreshka has black. Black has Oreshka, one more.
Yeah, actually, but still you can just take on b7 at some point.
Oh. Yeah.
So maybe Janek meant that black has a pleasant position, because black is just a pawn up, and he managed to exchange the
many
some pieces. Yeah. So,
but still, is with pawn on c3 and d4, white is kind of fighting.
Yeah, but I don't like it, because you cannot move these pawns forward.
Yes.
And
true.
The a pawn is my big concern right now. I would play a5 immediately if I was black right now. Because
to just push that pawn.
Push it forward
as much as you can.
Or just install my knight on c4 and later push the pawn. white still has some chances because he can play, yeah, knight e5 in order to
But
restrict
white
this knight.
f6. No, f6 was a fork.
Yeah, it was.
It was just a
But-
fork.
Yeah, but
Whatever.
queen d5 is also a sensible move,
Yeah.
because if white goes queen h4, then f6, I guess.
Yeah.
Still not that easy to play.
Maybe white should exchange the queens, but
the,
when you're pawn
the
down
end
is,
game, the end
yeah,
game is
when
lost,
you're-
I think.
yeah. When you're pawn down is not.
Yeah, but there was no choice because otherwise
It's fork.
f6 with a fork. So yeah, knight g4, still creating some counterplay. After knight c4, I go rook e2.
Rook e8, rook e8.
Yeah, rook e8 really sensible in order to exchange a pair of rooks.
Mhm.
And right now rook e6 consolidating, and black is going to push all white's pieces back.
Oh, but how to protect a d5 pawn, because
Well, that's a problem.
d5
Right
yeah,
now d5 has fallen,
Okay.
and knight e7 is a threat. So what do you do right now? King h7,
Okay.
okay. And this
And why
knight
should
on d5 is kind of unstable, really, right now, like
Yes.
knight
And
c4 and
Black models the pawn.
yeah, okay, so I just play fe and I go e4. Oh, maybe it wasn't
Also
the best
was
option, but still I'm a pawn up,
yeah.
which is really satisfying, especially after such an opening when I was just a pawn
Oh.
down. And right now
That-
I'm a piece up temporarily.
So, but yeah, but
Oh, he lost
but
some time.
it lost time.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
It was
that was
drawish
draw.
because
yeah, it was draw.
the c4 knight was falling. So Hyo lost, and it's like
Yeah.
this.
Yep.
So this game should be won by Hyo actually.
In order to make equality.
Oh my god, I hate this variation. I really do. And right
the
now,
draw variation, yeah, isn't it?
I mean, there are some tricky points here. Like, it's not that easy to play, really, as black. You have to remember lots of theory. And also as white, it's the same.
Maybe Kacpra will just make a quick draw.
But why? Why should I do it when I have white and...
Maybe.
I should go bc and bishop a3, I think. But
BC, then rook c8 is coming.
bishop a3
b3,
and
king f6. King
yeah,
f6.
and black is escaping.
Maybe that's still prep, kind of.
Yeah. So maybe I should include the check here, and after king e8 just take on c3 with my queen. Still, it doesn't look perfect because black is activating his rooks. Like,
Yeah, and
rook
the
and
white.
his other
The
pieces.
problem of white is white has this damage structure.
yes.
That's kind of unfortunate.
But he went for bc3. What after rook c8?
B8
Maybe queen b7 maybe.
Queen b7, then rook c7, protecting.
And well, queen b4 maybe then. Well, but queen e4 is a sensible move.
Queen
You just
e4 is kind
just
of okay, yeah.
centralize your queen, and you want
And I
black
think,
to take on c3, which is not that simple a decision because I just activate my pieces, castle, and your king is in the center. So first of all, you have to exchange the queens, which black does, and if white takes, then I just retake
have
with
a-
my e-pawn,
yeah,
and the c3 pawn
better-
is really weak.
c3 and
It would
double
be-
pawn.
It
on
would be
f5.
a really bad version of this endgame, which could have arisen here, like it's like this. Like I can enter the analysis board. I mean, like, where is it?
It's your analysis. Wherever.
Like this endgame, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be a worse version.
I think here you should just take, probably. Take, and somehow activate your two pieces.
Yeah.
Sleeping beauties.
I mean, like bishop a7 is,
Yeah.
it's not a big deal for black, I guess. Just
Maybe-
king d7, just move
Maybe
this.
king, but just
Or
don't
maybe-
play king
maybe-
f6.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe
king,
rook c4 first, and king f6.
he went for king e8 in order to
E8.
activate his bishop somehow, like this.
I thought rook c4 and king f6 was better choice. King is kind of safe on that flank.
And there was a nice point made by Janek on chat that in the previous game Hyo
Yeah,
lost
fast
on
and
time.
ran alive.
He's,
That's true.
he's really fast. I sometimes play
Really fast, yeah.
bullet or blitz
I
matches
don't
against him.
recommend to play any ultra, hyper, whatever.
I mean, I've only played bullet and blitz with him, not even a single game of ultra bullet, because he didn't offer me that, and if he did, I wouldn't accept it.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I mean, maybe one game, but it's like I haven't played any ultra bullet ever in my life, I guess.
Okay, white is starting to push the
A pawn.
pawn. A pawn.
But right now, bishop c7. This
Yeah,
pawn
I
is,
think
is
or
gonna be
bishop
dead
c5, but yeah.
at some point.
It's more like weakness than strength, yeah?
Yeah, because it's really easy to attack. And if it
Yeah.
falls, then the end game
That's
4
three
versus
versus-
3 is really good for black because white structure is damaged. If
Yeah, and-
this pawn was here on g2, then it would be drawish, but well, with this structure, it's not really easy to play.
True.
Can I take on c1 and
C1,
later on
C1.
b6?
And rook b8, rook c7, and what
Oh,
happens?
rook c7.
Where should king go?
Yeah, rook c7. That's the problem. If king f6, then b7 is really hard.
b7, and it's
hard to
drawish.
yeah, because it's hard to activate your king, and maybe even I have some chances of winning this because your rook is totally awful.
Yeah,
here.
totally stuck. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not what I want here.
Maybe after rook c7 check, you should go king d6. Maybe that's the point.
Yeah, and after rook f7, well, I don't like it. I don't like it. b7 and what do you
no,
play?
it's-
King e5,
yeah,
rook f7. Just.
rook f7. Yeah, it's just free pawn.
And what is my plan? I just go like this. to c6 or like b6 a7.
Yeah, through the center.
Yes, and
Okay,
he went for
g5. Not terrible move.
Yeah, I mean it has some point because black wants to push the kingside pawns further and exchange some of them, so that the end game is easier to hold. Okay, king e3, and the plan is really simple. It's like a caveman plan for white. Oh, he went
Maybe-
e5. I'm not sure
Maybe
if
K was
it's
better, yeah.
needed. Yeah, king d4 was normal.
Now black is also creating.
Yeah, because f4 g3.
f4 g3. Yeah.
But he's
Who is faster? I'm not sure.
king a7
Maybe
and
now black should
he's-
take,
yeah, he must take.
and maybe
right now maybe
or even taking e5 also.
yeah, king e4, king f3,
g3.
king f5, and e5. Now
But
white's
now-
king is
now
too
white is-
close. It's lost, unfortunately.
Yeah, maybe
Rook
g3
f7.
was draw.
Now maybe rook g8 and rook f8, and all these pawns are being taken. So
Yeah,
yeah,
GG.
that's a win for Kacpra. So it's
4-2.
4-2. Quite an advantage for him. Okay, so the next game he's opting for
Sicilian.
yeah, and is it the neither for yeah, it is
Neither.
neither.
Yeah. The
And bishop
traditional
g5
type.
and
yeah.
it's really nasty. The
Oh, and
poison
we
pawn.
have poison pawn.
Yeah,
I hate
the classical
poison
poison
pawn.
pawn. I mean, you have so many options here. Like e5, f5 is even playable instead of e5, like this here. But this is the main line where this is the variation where Caruana played this brilliant bishop c4 in the candidates tournament. Like a year ago.
Yeah.
It
Against
was this.
Mamed Yarov, yeah? No,
against MVL,
Maxim
yeah.
Vashilagrad.
Yeah.
MVL.
And Vasher was losing all the games in neither in this bishop g5 in the last year, as far as I'm concerned, because I've checked it, and all his games in this variation were just like 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, and he was playing black all the time. And that was interesting because that is his main opening choice is black.
And rook d1 probably here is the
Yeah,
theory.
rook d1 just for compensation. You're 2 pawns down, but it doesn't
king
matter.
e3 kind of, yeah.
Is it theory still?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
I
never mind.
studied that,
I was a neither player and I played it from time to time, but I never really wanted to enter all these crazy variations.
Me neither, yeah. But
yeah,
I just saw
like
theory.
bishop g5, I would play knight bd7 or some other moves like after e6, maybe then
But
h6.
after knight bd7, just queen e2 is such an annoying move.
Yeah, but back then when I was playing this variation, it wasn't yet. Because later on the computers just destroyed this variation, and it turned out that it's tactically not holding somehow.
Oh, what's going on here?
So that's the reason why you don't want to play this as black.
Yeah.
that's the point, because right now maybe knight c7, king f7, and even bishop c4. And or maybe
take and
maybe just take on e4 and bishop c4 and knight a8 and everything. It's awful because the mate is inevitable here.
Yeah, knight c7 is just mate.
I mean, you can go knight f6. You can go knight f6, but you're losing everything.
Wait, knight f6, then bishop h5 is kind of very
beautiful,
because you can't take.
That's nice.
Still.
You have to go g6, but you're losing all the material here.
Yes.
So that's a beautiful win for
combination.
Hyo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see if Kacpra finds knight f6 and bishop h5 is.
I mean, you can still play knight bishop c5, and after knight c5 just not capture the knight, but what to do next?
You mean right now bishop c5?
Yeah.
Take rook d8.
I mean, I don't take back on c5.
Then it's free piece. Thanks.
Yeah, but you're a piece down right now.
And bishop h5 is
okay.
immediately.
But what about king e7? We missed it.
I see. Oh, really?
Yeah, we did. But rook a7 right now.
Maybe bishop e3 is trapping a rook. Rook a7, bishop e3.
Yeah, it surely is. But
but you are losing your bishop on h5.
I mean, I cannot take it because like I can enter the analysis here and like this, and it's mate.
You have a
it's
mate.
Yeah.
Bishop c5 is mate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
then why should be okay?
Yeah. So you just have to somehow deal with this loss and play on. Still, black has 2 pawns for this exchange if white takes on a8, and it's perfectly playable, at least on blitz, because black would suddenly activate. Yeah, I mean, here after knight a8 I just go knight e5, bishop e6, and
a pawn is black's trump.
Yeah,
you can promote it.
Yeah, so still
in near future
it's not a totally lost position, at least in with such a time control. It's not easy to convert it as white, so yeah. But rook f4, he's being tricky here because the threat is really easy. Rook e4, and there must be mate somewhere.
Yep.
But I don't advise you to take on e4 right now, because then king f7 and the rook would be hanging, the bishop would be hanging, and you haven't regained your piece yet. So maybe knight d5 right now.
And now maybe just
yeah,
knight
just
d5.
return and take on f6.
Yeah, king f7.
But
Maybe you should also retreat your bishop. Because it's also
yes,
hanging.
somehow at some point, but when? Should I take first, or should I? Yeah, he did this.
He
And
took.
what after
And gh5.
gh5 maybe.
5. Rook e4 and
Rook
black
e4,
is
king
kind
a5.
of-
Rook e4, king f5, rook d5, king g6, and I'm hiding. I'm hiding here.
Yeah. Rook
That's the
e4,
problem here.
F5, rook d5.
So it turned out that black is not
And
lost
white is,
yet, and
White is capturing on
I
d7.
mean there was a funny move like knight e8, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it works. Actually, here, rook d5, king g6, as I said. Your pieces are not placed ideally here, and
King g6.
if you take twice, then you lose the bishop on g5.
Bishop, yeah. Maybe knight to h5.
Knight e8, he's playing
98,
tricky.
yeah.
He's playing tricky because he knows that black is low on time and he wants to complicate the matters here. But even like this, rook e8, just take it and forget. Just not to get mated. Just take on e8 and go knight f6, whatever.
Right now, rook e8.
Oh, he blundered. He
Oh.
could have taken on c5.
Yeah, that was a free bishop.
I mean, still it's not. And he had like rook g7 here.
Yeah.
Well, now it's could have gone
Oh,
still for rook g7.
Oh, it's checkmate.
Okay, so Kacper won this game. Oh, it's a pity that Hyo didn't convert this, because he had a beautiful position and
Yeah.
tons of possibilities, but didn't manage to win it. It would be a great win. And the Alekhine
This-
Defence.
Famous variation where both sides are capturing. They're nice.
Yeah, I didn't know that your brother is playing Alekhine. Actually,
He plays just everything.
okay. It's like
Is it kind of Caro-Kann?
yeah, it looks
H5
like
variation.
the knight f6 Caro-Kann.
Yeah.
I can show it on the board here, like this: e4 c6, d4 d5, like knight d2 takes, and it goes like this, and black later on moves his h pawn. But it's a better version for black, I guess, because white's pawn structure is ruined, and right now just a4, h4, and black is better, basically.
But white is just still kind of pushing towards the center.
Yeah,
and,
a bit, but
Black needs to waste the tempo with queen. That's
yeah.
the problem.
Rook e1, g3, or maybe queen h5 immediately. And the point is that if
But what about if g6?
if I
You
take
should
here,
just-
then I'm
should
just
just
losing
go.
here, because rook e8 is going next move here with a delivered mate. But
No, you should just go back. That was kind of tempo
Should I?
wasting. I think so.
are there any options available? Maybe g3.
G3 maybe. I don't know.
Just to complicate matters, I mean like g3, gh5, gf4, and I still have a threat of taking on f6, and the
Then just
g5
king
is
g7.
opened.
King g7.
I mean like here,
Oh, then king h1
and
is
king h1, rook g1. And it's not easy for black because you have all the queen side underdeveloped, so yeah, not easy. Queen a5, what a move. And if takes, I just take twice and I go queen d8. But b6, and still you cannot take, because
Yep.
then rook e1, rook e8, and queen f8, and the king is being mated. So
h3.
oh,
with
that's
king
a good
d-
that's a good one. That's a good one, because right now after g3,
Queen f3 is
Queen f3 with
unstoppable mate.
yeah, funny one. And here,
But
rook
here you should
e4,
take
queen d8, and it's a mess. It's a total mess.
rook
But
e4, queen d8.
yeah, I just go with my king to g7. And if you take on e4, then I just retake, and the mate is threatened here. So it looks pretty ugly for white.
Yeah,
Because
the check and
he
bishop.
was dancing around with his queen, but black managed to push his h pawn and go on with his agenda on the king side. That looks great for black. Maybe should I take? I should take here on
But
c8.
after take on c8, what should black play? Because I don't see the direct threat of mating that item.
Maybe like here. Still not sure totally.
Maybe just take.
Or just take on g2. Or just take on
Yeah.
g2. And after king takes, just queen g4, exchange the queens, and you have a better structure.
Oh, but rook e1, and white is penetrating on
Yeah,
8th rank. Yeah.
just infiltrating the black's camp with the rook and threatening some kinds of mate.
yeah, I
guess.
think
That would be the point of.
taking was bad decision.
Yeah, and these pieces are totally out of play, and
Yes, they
I
are.
don't see any perspective for them to join in the near future. Still,
Maybe take f5 and somehow
the position
running
is
with king, but you're losing that pieces. That's the problem.
yeah. The queen b7 is the first threat that comes to my mind here, and he's giving up.
Giving up just whole.
Yeah, just a full rook and maybe
Oh,
a
wow.
knight even, because you just don't. He wants to jump to g5 and h3 or f3, but as white I would
just
have
taking.
I
Yeah,
would have just taken
just
here.
enough.
Yeah, queen e6, just a piece up, no threats whatsoever against the white's king, so it looks just awful for black. So it would be another game for Kacper, and his advantage would be really, really big after the blitz
6-2.
section.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they still have like 3 minutes left.
Yeah. So it's gonna be
the
a
last
last
game, probably.
Yep.
Okay, so right now e4 and maybe again the Najdorf. Does he want to repeat it after such a bad position out of the opening in the previous Najdorf? Okay, you text it on chat. Okay. I mean, we see it.
Yep.
And okay. So
Okay,
it's
so
a
white
close
goes
Sicilian.
for g3 system,
Yeah.
which I really hate actually.
Really?
Yeah, close Sicilian is, for me, it's very hard to dealing with it. I don't know why.
I mean, I don't like it either as black.
Like, your only plan is kind of rook b8, and
It's not that.
5 b5.
I mean, this position is like unplayable for both sides, I think, because
Why
I don't
do-
like it as white and I don't like it as black. Is this type of position that
But black find a nice alphas and
Yeah.
people.
that's a
But-
good place for your knight. If you're playing the Sicilian, the close Sicilian is black, you just put your knight on d4 and somehow try to protect it and push the pawns on the queen side, like rook b8, b5, a5, b4, and at some point c4 maybe even. So you just
Maybe
want
for
to-
white, white should play knight e2 and c3 and try to kick away the knight.
Yeah, that's a natural way of playing, or knight d1, c3, and later on knight f2.
Knight
It's
e1,
also-
yeah.
It's also a natural way of playing this position as white But first you can like include more pieces, like rook e1, and later on just knight d1. Yeah, and he played it. And at some point, black would be just forced to take on f3.
Yeah, then we just take with
Yeah.
bishop probably.
Yeah, I just take with the bishop, and well, it's not really easy to start an attack on the king side because black has already played f5, and it makes f5 from white impossible. So
Yeah,
it's
I
not
was
easy.
thought like
It's not easy.
whenever white is ready for f5, you should immediately play f5 by
Yeah,
yourself.
because there are some variations in which white plays f5 and sacrifices one or even more pawns, and
Grand Prix.
yeah, and these positions are not easy to handle as black.
And actually, it's
in a blitz
really
game.
annoying
Hmm?
to meet Grand Prix over the board because usually you are not prepared for Grand Prix. And,
Yes, that's a problem. But
yeah,
if you're playing a classical game, then it's not such a big deal. But if it's blitz or rapid,
Blitz.
then it is. And the white has a simpler play.
yeah. By the way, white is threatening c3 with trapping the
Yeah,
knight
yeah.
because white
Just
moved knight
c3.
h4.
And
black-
after
No
fe4,
can recapture.
the d file opened, and after c3 in the next move, which I think is inevitable, more or less, not only the knight is being kicked away to some very strange place, but the d6 pawn is also
d6 is falling
bit
after c3.
hanging here. Yeah, c3 takes, and now a4 and knight c7,
Oh,
queen d6. Whoops,
D6.
sorry.
or queen a2 is just trapping the knight. I think so. Queen
Is
a2
it?
is there. Yeah, there's no way to stop.
Oh, that's funny.
Queen a2, queen b2.
that's really pretty.
No. Queen b2 is knight c4. Queen a2. Yeah, it's a free
Yeah,
piece.
and he found it.
Yeah.
So maybe the last point for him in this blitz match. But Kacper doesn't give up. He plays knight b4.
Yeah,
And after
trade
queen
queen
f3,
a-
he wants to go knight c2. But what if I just recapture? It's a
Yeah.
free piece.
free piece. And e6 is kind of
Just go
thin.
f5.
Oh, maybe f5. Yeah.
Yeah, just push your pawns on the king side. You have more pieces on the king side. Black king is really vulnerable, and I guess it's just completely lost for black, unless white makes some big mistake and sits and waits, and maybe, I don't know, knight f5 even. Everything's winning here, and you shouldn't waste too much time here, I guess.
Yeah, just recapture.
Yeah, but he's
Maybe with
fast.
knight.
He's not losing too much time
Yeah.
whatsoever.
And
And
black
game.
is losing one more pawn. And d6
But-
with tempo.
Yeah,
Rook is hanging.
yeah, but I go rook c2 here.
Or rook c2.
But queen b3.
Yeah.
Queen b3, and everything is protected, and that was my point. I mean, everything in white's camp, of course.
Yeah.
Not in black's. Queen a5.
Queen
I don't
a5.
know.
I think white should just continue attacking the black king.
Yeah, maybe.
Throw
Um,
as many pieces as you can. Like bishop h6, sorry.
Yeah,
Or
possibly, but
whatever.
yeah, bishop h6.
Actually,
and-
bishop h6 is winning the exchange, yeah, because otherwise
but-
you
but-
lose your.
But you blunder. Oh no, queen c5, king h1 takes, and I just take on f8, and you're pinned later. So
Yeah, and the e5 is a pin.
yeah. So it's just lost for black.
Yeah.
But yeah,
E5.
e5 and
Yeah.
black is lost.
I
So
think it's game over.
that would be a nice finish for this
Wow,
this blitz section.
nice move though.
Yeah, so he wants to complicate matters, like maybe
But
bishop
queen
c6
A8,
even.
wait, queen a8 was kind of fighting move. Now
Yeah.
here
Queen e6, and I
queen
just
E6,
take on c6. Just take on c6. Don't take on f8, please. Okay, so that's
6.
okay. So it's like 3
Okay, so
3 points
finished.
versus 6 points from Kacper. Okay, because I didn't write it here, so it's like 3 and it's 6. So Kacper won the blitz section, and now they're gonna play the bullet 1+1.
yeah, but first we will have a short interview.
Yeah.
With
So
friends.
guys, you can unmute yourselves and
Yes,
tell us
I'm already
something.
here.
Yeah.
Wow, what a match! Please
Yeah.
tell some emotions that you had during the game.
Well, at first I didn't felt so great because I didn't play in some time, so I felt kind of rusty, I would say, and I didn't manage to equalize any of the game, I believe. At the opening I was always worse, but after some time I managed to improve my whites play, and I got some wins in a row, so it was nice.
I mean, you were really nice in like handling
Time
the
trouble.
worst, and handling the worst positions, because it was just like worse, and suddenly you get some counterplay and win.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
That
Something
was
like that.
really nice
I
to watch.
especially like the game where at first Hyo played bishop to f8 in the opening,
Oh, it
capturing
was
my
funny.
pawn on d7, and then I did kind of the same thing with knight to e1 and capturing his
E1,
pawn.
yeah.
Yeah, and that
It was
was
funny for me.
that was one of the main points of Hyuk during the commentary. He pointed it out that it was basically the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. And
And
I was
also-
laughing to myself seeing that. So
Yeah, maybe the
And
viewers.
we were also shocked by your first game. It was such a crazy game.
yeah.
So messy. And like
I mean, as I said, I just gave up pawn for nothing in the opening, and I was worse all the game, and I need to find some counterplay, and I did in some way, and managed to win in time trouble, but I wasn't so happy about this game. So yeah.
tell me, was it your preparation to play modern opening with c5 style?
No,
No.
it's my bullet weapon.
He always plays it, I know.
It's my bullet weapon because people doesn't take on the c5 when there is just 1 minute on the clock with no increment. But here I guess prepared something, just took the pawn, and I was 1 pawn down with
Yeah.
3 minutes an increment on the clock, and nothing really in my mind. So yeah, it was quite confusing.
Yeah.
I see. What about Hyo?
Yeah, actually,
Tell us something about games.
I think in overall the games were very interesting. Like I use for myself the openings that I don't use usually. For example, Caro-Kann or something like 1 knight f6. The problem was that when and I got a good position in the opening, but I trying to improve from there, like forgetting that it's blitz, so I have to play quickly. So I always get run out of time. So I think that was the problem. Like for example, the Najdorf game where I had a preparation over than 20 moves, and still somehow black was alive, and I forgot how to win against that king because I was
Yeah, you
obviously
found
some
such
piece
a-
down, so it was hard to find a win like with such low time.
Yeah, you
mean-
found such a nice moves like castle, kingside, or bishop.
Actually, I mean
h5.
that was a preparation. Which I
Really?
did not-
Was it?
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Wow.
Was it preparation?
We were really surprised, like, by the quality
what-
of your play. Then, I mean,
So-
it was.
I mean, my quality of playing is really bad, but my quality of memorizing is good.
It was
So
a
where
really nice
your
game.
preparation actually ended, if you can recall the game.
I mean, I
you
can-
mean in that Najdorf
Just
game?
Yeah,
wait a
Najdorf,
second.
right.
Wait a second, guys. I can maybe show this game.
After 97 check or 97, just that was the end of my preparation. I mean, after
Man, wait
bishop h5.
a second. I can show it on the stream. Which
So
move?
basically, I lost the plot at move 10, right? And Hyo was prepared for like move 18th, right?
No, because I didn't know that you're gonna play Najdorf. For example, I didn't
Okay.
prepare Najdorf at all. But I had this like quite a few times, so my opponents fall for this f5 and I go for just knight e6. I mean, I had that position many times, so it wasn't really hard to remember.
When you
everything.
played knight e6 so fast, I thought to myself that I'm in trouble because it wasn't an obvious move, and if you played it,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I must have missed some tactics, which goes like 5 moves further and stuff like that,
But
because it's
it was
crazy.
actually very crazy that you managed to defend, like find the only moves such as knight f6. It's just like MVL is just finding all the crazy defending moves against.
Well,
every
you
other-
know,
yeah.
you know what it is.
But
That's
I
what
would
it
not recommend playing Poison Pawn during the tournament or OTV games because it's such a crazy thing, really.
Yeah, I wanted to have
Yeah.
fun in that game. I wanted to kind of check Hyo's preparation because I knew that he may have something extra for me prepared, and he had, but you know, I somehow managed to survive, and I'm happy for it.
Yeah, I'm not happy for it.
Yeah, so since Kosma installed for us the position, after bishop h5, something like king e7, what was the best move? Maybe during the stream we saw like
maybe the viewers just guess or write in chat. So just to
Like this is the
activate.
buzzer here, or what?
How many viewers do we have right now? How many?
Right now, like over 20, but
Over 20, okay.
I mean it's not that much, but it's not like a tragedy. So
Yeah.
we appreciate the ones who are watching and having fun. And okay, so we can think about this king e7 and what to play right
Well,
now.
can I see the position? Because I don't see it from here.
I mean, I can.
Nobody sees the position, but we can see
okay.
through the
I can
smartphone.
share my screen, maybe.
Okay, because Hyo played knight c7 here, and you are saying that it's not the best move, or?
You see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Knight c7, knight e7. I mean, rook f4 was also a very nice move. I thought it was the only move during the
Like
streaming.
this.
Yeah, rook f4. Rook f4
Well,
is-
what is the point if white just takes on a8?
Probably g6.
And I retreat to g4, and I threaten taking on d7. As simple as that.
I mean, in this position, I just didn't think of all of just taking the rook on a8, and I just felt like,
Just wanted to make
I
the
was like, oh, maybe he has some idea, just leaving the rook on there. So I was like, oh, let's go for a mate, but it didn't work.
Yeah, it was a miraculous escape of the black king.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
here.
I thought that you will just take the rook and, well, you will have advantage of material, but in here it was
but
like...
then there was a king g6.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I felt safe there. I calculated that I can give up a piece anytime I want, basically, or anytime you choose to take it, but in the end my king should be safe, and I have still some pawn up, and it will be alright for me.
Yeah,
I mean-
because you have a pass a pawn and it's such
Exactly.
a strong piece.
It's
And
basically
you know, surviving this variation was already a success, so even winning maybe the position was also the miracle.
True.
yeah, it was really nice to watch. So I
And
hope
for
hope
me, the rook endgame game was also painful one because
Oh, rook endgame, but you
I
just lost
didn't
on
know
time.
because during the game I was calculating after rook fc1. At first I saw that bishop takes b6, rook takes c3, bishop d4, but there's rook c7 check, followed by a rook ac1, and he's just remaining in exchange up. So I had to go for this first endgame. But was there a draw like during the game?
I
Did
think
you guys
that
see?
it was
Yeah,
very
last
hard
position
for
was
you.
just draw. Probably
Like
just-
after rook b8, rook c7 check. Was there a draw?
I don't think so. I believe that you should have left the bishops on the board. So after rook c1, bishop d6, just go back and protect the c7 square.
Oh, but During the game, I and Kosma noticed that after rook c1, bishop b6, bishop b6, rook c6, yeah, or
Yeah.
No,
I mean
bishop
after
b6,
b6, after rook c7 check, that king shouldn't go to f6, but you should go to d6, just abandoning the f7 pawn, but you take the b6 pawn.
Yeah, so you have
wait,
some
sorry,
activity
king
there.
e5 and attacking on e4.
Yeah,
Maybe,
kind of.
Just let me show it. On
It will
the
be
stream.
game that I played with white,
With
and
white,
I won.
yeah.
So
Okay, so you played it's not this one.
maybe this 47 moves.
47. Okay,
Yeah, I
maybe
think so.
is this one? Yeah, I guess it's.
Yeah.
So here we are, rook c7, and
Yeah. King f6 was bad move actually, because after b7 you're just completely tied up and
yeah, and
Because-
Yeah.
White's plan is really easy, just to push the king to the queen side, and I think the rook and the king are going to somehow cope with the rolling pawns.
Yeah, probably
on the
I
king
had to
side.
abandon an f7.
Well,
I just
actually-
take on d6 and go king e5, right?
king
Yeah,
e5, yeah.
But I was
Exactly.
worried that he's grabbing all my kingside pawns, like rook f7, rook g7, rook h7. Like,
Yeah, but
Even if
I
you
was
gave
worried
up
about
all the pawns, basically with this activity, I believe you would have
Maybe
bigger
just-
So you want to
chance.
play
king
like
takes
this?
e4 and you can survive it.
well, you're better than me in endgame, so
But
that's out of question.
basically, if I take the h pawn now and you take the e pawn, even when I will have h and f pawns, probably it will be a draw and you have a bonus extra pawn on e5. So and you have activity. I believe it would be more drawish than the variation that you chose in the game, because when you chose this passive variation, I just had a simple plan, just go over with my king to the queen side, and you basically had nothing to counter me with. So yeah.
Yeah, but there was kind of still chance to make a draw, like where black had the 3 pawns on first rank. There was
Yeah,
just
maybe-
g3 and kind of
One
Yeah,
move
after-
earlier.
Around this
King
moment,
e5 was-
like after king b7, maybe
king
not
e5 is also good.
really, is it?
Yeah, I was kind of
But after g3 takes,
G3 is also
takes, and rook g7, and I have to protect on g3, like king f4, and
King
then
f4 and-
white king comes. To
Welcome,
take,
everybody.
take an e6,
Great
and
pleasure
that
for
was
me
Yeah.
and for my colleagues to
was the
see you all
losing
here.
I just
But you
grabbed
can
it.
right?
instead of the king f4 play maybe king takes e5,
king,
rook
e,
g3,
king e5
f4.
and maybe king d4.
I mean, I
No, but-
don't
go to king f4.
I don't
No,
manage
this one
to.
is white is winning
White for sure is winning.
Okay.
because
Well,
he
yeah.
can get from the backside, like
Yeah.
king d6, king e6, king f5, and that
Yeah.
should be like.
Yeah, so king takes e5 was actually correct, but after that you had a kind of chance. Yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
because I was really low on time, so I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
the
the
I had
seconds
no
on the
time
clock
to
is
think.
very hard to find the right go.
Was that a draw, like this position? Like during the game, I didn't know.
I mean, if you had like half an hour to think, maybe you would find it, but I guess
Yeah,
in such a
I
low
just had
time, it's
just
almost
like
impossible.
7 seconds, right? Like I can see
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to find, of course.
yeah, it was. Anyways, it was such a great match. We were
Yeah,
all
I had
really
many
enjoying.
interesting games.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, are you ready for bullet section?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
up.
yeah, just a second. I have to plug my computer. Like it's running out of battery.
Okay.
After this game, I feel like there should be a chess player or a group of chess players that start a music band
I'm
called
ready.
like the Rolling Pawns.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry for this type of jokes, but
No, no.
it
I
just
want-
came to my mind.
I always appreciate your job, you know.
Okay,
I wanted
thank
to say hello to Sebik1996 on the chat, on the Twitch chat. because I have the KTS shirt on, but my camera just doesn't show it. I have my volleyball club shirt on me today.
Oh,
Oh,
Hello.
okay. That's nice to see. And okay, guys,
Yeah.
good luck,
hello
and
here, ready?
we're
Please
going to
mute
comment
yourself.
your bullet games.
All right.
Okay, they started.
Yep. Oh,
B3.
b3. Yeah, it's a typical bullet move. E3,
Yeah.
bishop b5, bishop d6. It's so theory. Knight
And bishop
F-
d6 is also theory.
Yeah, I know. I've played it as black many times.
Really.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
did. It's
But
not that.
I hate playing black as black against b3. It's
I mean,
always annoying.
You can just go g6, knight f6, bishop g7, and like all this King's Indian stuff. But
But
what is he thinking?
after g6, knight f6,
What
what
has happened? Why is he thinking? Like he lost 25 seconds, basically half
yeah,
of the time.
strange. Maybe he thought, really. He was thinking.
Never mind. He went for knight c3 and has a totally normal position.
I mean, against b3, if you play g6, knight f6, then just bf6, and it's also kind of.
It cannot be that good, giving up this
Really?
dark square bishop.
But just they play c4 kind of stuff, and yeah, somehow
maybe.
they play very well.
I don't mind it, really. I do not. As black. If you give up the dark square bishop, to me I'm really happy, even though my structure is a bit damaged.
Maybe Kacpra has some internet problem. I'm not sure because
I mean,
he plays really
Chess.com
slow.
says he has like excellent connection.
Excellent connection, yeah.
It says, but Chess.com might be mistaken here. I mean, he could be lagging, or some other problems here, or maybe the servers are down a bit. I mean, maybe they don't work perfectly right now. Not sure what's going on.
Rook e8, rook e8.
Yeah, but still it's
he just blunders a rook.
it's
Maybe
like
a rook.
a game with the increment, so
Yeah. But I
It's
don't
hard to lose
understand
in
why
time.
he just gave up the rook on a1. There was just rook c1 normal move.
yeah. And
It's
right
just-
now it must be lost because white
Yeah.
is so much.
Just rook e8, something like
Yeah.
putting more pressure on e4. Oh, and you can jump with knight whenever or wherever you want.
It starts getting tricky right now.
Oh,
Where,
again.
where do you go with your queen? Maybe you should sacrifice the exchange somehow. F6, and
f6.
it starts getting really tricky because this battery is really strong, and
Yes.
yeah, queen d4 e6, or maybe
Rook e7.
yeah,
Yes.
and I just take and go queen d8 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, now it's kind
Too
of
late.
Yeah, black is much better. Check. Maybe e3, yes. Then you can exchange everything. Yeah, that's
Okay.
one.
So that's one, and I have to type it into the score sheet. Okay.
It's 6-4, yeah?
Yeah.
Again, Sicilian. I mean, how
It's-
they can play Sicilian in bullet?
I mean, especially this variation. Oh, okay.
Oh,
He went for b5,
okay.
so that's a bit of a difference because maybe right now Hyo doesn't remember theory. Not sure.
C7 is kind of Polgaevsky variation, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, immediate b5 is Polgaevsky, I guess.
Ah, sorry. But it's kind of very.
It's really
Isn't it Polgaevsky?
maybe
Rook
modern
a7,
Polgaevsky
Rook
or
a7,
something like this.
whatever.
Still, it's a total mess, and after
Yeah.
After bishop f3, knight e4, I don't see any way for black to survive.
Here probably knight e4, queen e3, king h1, but you cannot take because bishop f3.
I guess.
That's the trick, kind of.
Okay, so
And he folds it. He folds it.
and knight f3.
Knight f3. Yeah.
Okay.
It's protected.
So there are some comments on the chat, and the first one is like, I guess it's from like Kacpra's girlfriend or somebody he's living with. Like they should have had a more stable connection, but have a slower internet instead.
Okay.
And the second one is like, hello everybody.
Siema.
Привет всем.
Привет всем. Jak się masz?
That's nice. Like, how would you rate your level of Polish knowledge?
Like I don't know, like
A1/A2?
No, I'm just learning only A1.
Okay.
Although A1 is also hard, like Polish is like grammatically really hard. Knight f5 is good move probably, yeah?
Yeah,
Change
but
one
it's not easy to convert this advantage after king d7. If you take, I just take with my king, and what do? I mean, your king is a bit weak. I mean, white's king, not black's.
But
Because
you should play, wait, EF5? I think
maybe knight e3 was the move here.
But
Maybe.
I thought like you should protect your dark squared bishop, because dark squared bishop and the queen is a great battery. With white, it's also possible, like
I mean,
attacking.
I don't like this position from white, really. I don't know what to play here, because it's really tough to find any plan. Like queen b4, and I'm just...
Queen a6.
Yeah, king e5, just...
King a5 check. Maybe they will make a draw.
Yeah, possibly. But he's
G1,
going for king g1.
Yeah.
And slowly
I think,
improving his position. Right now,
without queen it's better for black for sure, because with
For
b
black?
passed on. Sorry.
For okay,
for white,
okay.
yeah. For white.
I mean, it must be winning for black, I guess, because white has one passed pawn, and the second one is going here, and rook d7 and rook h7 and everything. But black managed to somehow create the counterplay here with his f4 pawn, but it's falling. It's falling, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's falling. Everything is falling.
And I can just push it and sacrifice the exchange on f5 at some point.
Not now, yeah.
Yeah, not now, of course, but at some point, and it must be lost, because this pawn is lost, and this is just a deflection of black's forces, and white is just winning here. So
yes,
it would be the second game of bullet, won by Hyo.
If he doesn't lose.
I mean, it's really hard to lose it. You can, you just take and push your pawns, and it just lost.
Yeah.
And he has enough time to convert it, because you have increment. So that's the second one for Hyo. So as we see, he's a really good bullet player. Not only hyper bullet, but also like the
1+1
classical one,
yeah,
so to say.
So black goes for French defense, Rubinstein variation, yes?
Yeah,
or is Bern variation, I don't know.
I think it's just perfectly fine for him right now.
Just stable center.
Yeah, stable center, bishop pair, and it just looks normal. I mean,
you just put two rooks on c8 and d8.
Yeah.
It should be just more than fine.
It might be even a little bit better for black in the end game, because the 4 versus 3 majority.
I always enjoy this.
Yeah, it's much more
as black.
Much more efficient, so to say, than these 3 versus 2 on the queen side, right? Because these pawns from the queen side are really hard to move forward.
That's true.
And the central pawns from black are easier to move forward, so the majority is a bit better.
Maybe just you should double the rooks and d-file as black. Oh, but
he blundered.
Now we have some tactics here.
Yeah, CD4.
But it's
Oh,
not that
sorry,
bad. Not that
CD4.
bad, really, yeah.
Knight.
CD4,
Knight
knight
takes.
h3,
Yeah, maybe.
and rook e3, knight h4, king.
Or
king.
maybe I can just take with the bishop actually. Here.
Yeah, after rook CD4.
Yeah. It's just.
Bishop is fine also. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh,
you don't
just
have
decline.
enough time to
Sacrifice.
take all of my pieces. So, like here, I just retreat and it's okay.
b5 needed. Yes.
So what has happened? Oh, he took
He
here.
just declined all the tactics. Yeah, I think he now is just throw. I don't know
Well,
which.
I wouldn't be so sure because you have rook c2 and
Oh,
all
and
this
yeah.
falling and you
Pawns are
know
falling
not easy.
suddenly.
Yeah.
yeah,
Bishop
oh,
c4
yeah,
and
nice.
here the pawn endgame is just lost for white, I think.
Yeah, it's 1 pawn down and
Yeah, 1 pawn down and you somehow are going to make a
just
really,
GH.
yeah, just GH and f5,
Yeah.
h5, whatever.
Or tag is fine.
Yeah, you could have waited a second because right now white is getting some counterplay here. He should have included f4, I guess, at some point.
Yes.
Still, it
But-
must be winning for black, but why to give white some extra tempo?
I think just h5 and you sacrifice. Oh, now it's just
right now it's
okay,
also
yeah.
perfectly fine. So, yeah. So another point for Hyo, I guess.
Yeah, just the king can move.
Yeah. And
It's
you just
like
give-
such a basic thing. Like in Dvoretsky, you can
you have it in
find-
Dvoretsky.
find how to stop the queening pawn. Yeah, it's a kind of that subject.
Do you have it in Dvoretsky?
Dvoretsky, yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Because
To stop this
I have this book
Pawn on
upstairs.
seventh,
And,
right? Oh, really?
yeah, I do.
I have it in original version.
Dvoretsky Endgame Manual.
Uh-huh.
Or how's it called?
Учебник Эшпиля.
Yeah, that's the same when you
Yeah.
translate it. Okay, so we have the Philidor Defence.
Philidor, yeah, but
Kind
strange
of-
setup with f3. I never
Yeah,
played.
it's playable for white, really. It is.
Really, I
Yeah,
play
it's
5
nice.
rook g1 as you know.
Yeah, rook g1. I've even played g4 in the 5th move as white. It's
Oh, it's Gambit. It's Gambit.
it's a
but
Gambit.
Rook g1 is more solid, kind of.
yeah, because
And,
g4 immediate g4 is bad when you get into
Wait,
details.
Kacpra just blundered the whole rook.
I.
I-
So that's
Yeah.
that's not good.
Uh.
That's not good for him. But still, it's bullets, so maybe.
In bullet, everything can happen. Like
Yeah.
I sometimes won such games like without queen even. Today I played this one blitz game. I was just copying opponent's move, like 27 moves. I made just a copy and I won. That's also possible.
Okay, so it's like bishop g5. Maybe we can switch to some other theme because this game is not gonna last long. I mean,
Hmm.
it's like white can do anything basically here.
True.
And, yeah. How's the weather in Moscow?
Oh, it's not that bad actually. Like +2. Today we had in the morning we had snow, but afternoon is perfectly fine weather.
Okay.
White just decided to give up the knight, yeah, in order to stabilize the center.
Yeah, and the king
It's also
position.
possible, yeah, because white needs just one tempo in order to castle right now.
Yes.
For example, no. Now it's impossible because a2 is falling, but
Yeah, but you
whatever.
have bishop c4 then.
Oh
the
yes,
point. That's
yeah.
the point.
Pin is on the first.
Yeah, I mean bishop d3 is also perfectly playable because it exchanges the only defender of black's king, like the h7 pawn.
and
and right now it's
kingside
just
castle. Wow.
just a rook up and totally winning position.
Yeah.
Rook c1, rook c7, rook wherever.
He shouldn't lose on time.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Just go rook c7, queen g6, and mate him. That would be my
Rook c6,
idea.
rook c7, whatever.
Yeah, here and capture on d6, rook f3, and
Yeah,
you must have
f3.
a good check here. And
Oh wait.
well, it starts being really interesting because of the time travel here, and he gave up the queen.
Yes,
And it's
wow, and
it looks like it's lost for white actually.
yeah, now it's black.
Here.
Black is who is winning.
Yeah.
Now, wait, now g7 is also weak. What?
Is it perpetual? Yeah,
Or
it's
king.
gonna end in a draw.
I think it's a draw.
But he didn't want to take a draw here. He wants to play for a win.
He's just fighter, yeah. Rook g7. I think he's still draw. Rook g8.
Well, rook h8.
h8 now.
Okay, so he somehow managed to outplay Kacper.
But that was a crazy.
Tense game, really
Very
tense.
Yeah. Okay, b3. Game.
So it was like, okay, so I forgot to type the previous one. So it's like 4-0 for Hyo in the bullet section because he won all the games, right?
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
So 7 versus 6.
Yes.
Or
Why didn't he want to take the pawn on a7? Not sure. Maybe he just wanted to enter this
Yeah.
more
Strange endgame.
more pleasant, or even a better endgame.
I think
Honestly,
for
better
now
endgame.
black should take. Yeah.
Yeah, but still it's worse. Way worse
Yeah,
for
because
black.
you can't develop the king side. Because g7 is
Your pieces are totally underdeveloped, and
maybe f6 and king f7.
at some point, but I can include some check, and you have to go to e7. It's unpleasant. Like f4 here and f6, then
Rook
Okay.
h6 creative move. Actually, bishop b3 is a threat. Yeah. Okay. Bishop
yeah,
goes
but
back.
bishop e4 is really strong because you want to go f5 and just tighten the black's king. Oh, he
Kacpra
blundered
just
this,
blundered the pawn.
and it suddenly
also
became
yes.
lost for him right now. I mean, Hyo is really good at the bullet. It's
What?
like 5-0.
King, look at this king e2 move.
So what is this? What is this bull? I should not end it because Twitch.
You shouldn't, yeah, pronounce. But here, knight e4 he misses. What? Knight e4 was just winning.
Yes. Okay. Still, it's better for black
Oh my
for
God.
sure. But wait, it starts getting interesting here. I mean,
Bishop
wha-
d4, bishop d4, king e3. Yeah, you should.
king e3, but
No, king e3, knight e2. It's fork.
it must be good for black because your king is in the center and it's like
Knight
running,
e2.
running around. It's just totally lost after knight c2.
Yeah.
Like, does he wish to?
He doesn't play knight e2. Strange.
Yeah, still you can
It's-
go to f4 because of some bishop h6 or something like this.
Bishop h6, then knight
Okay.
g5. Strange.
Oh, I mean, actually, I could have just taken on g4 your
Yeah.
bishop. Never mind.
Oh yes, yes.
Still, it must be better for black. I mean, with such a king, it's terrible. Okay. Okay. So
Okay,
this,
whatever. Bishop h6 is
yeah, it's over. It's over.
it's over. Yeah, koniec.
Oh, he's including
And
the
a
check.
nice intermezzo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
really
we have bishop b5. Yeah. But
Yes.
now you don't have.
Okay, maybe f5, even here. He just took, and yeah, black is just a rook up, and it's totally winning here. b5.
Check. King f8.
Just
Knight
do
d5.
not
Knight d5.
blunder anything. Do not blunder anything, Kacper.
Knight e6. Yeah. Trying to exchange everything.
Yeah, and it's just
and
winning,
he-
just
yeah,
winning.
white
So he
blunder.
gave up, and That wasn't
It's
the
still
best
game.
try.
It's still game. Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
that
shouldn't play bomb cloud that early.
that wasn't the best try from Hyo. And right now d4, and it would be a really nice version of Benoni for black. Still, it's just better for black, I think.
Yeah.
It must be with such a queen on b1.
Yeah, queen is kind of, I don't know.
Kind of ugly.
What is it?
I don't like the Sicilian kind of stuff from white, like reverse Sicilian, but black has a perfectly placed pieces here. Maybe queen g5 even, such a move comes into consideration. By the way, what was the time they started their bullet match?
7:25.
Okay, so
7:55
they still have like
10
minutes
minutes.
left.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a lot, and
A lot of time. Yeah.
the advantage of Hyo is only 1 point, so
1 point, yeah.
everything
Anything
can happen.
Yeah. It's such an intense match, really.
Yeah, it is.
So intense. And black is exchanging everything, and we have this easy end game. I think it's just
Is it
that
easy?
all.
I'm not
like
sure.
comparing to others that they had today, maybe it's easy to make a
I mean,
draw.
I would like to play this end game as white, because you can push your pawns like this. Maybe you should have done it, yeah, in a couple of previous moves, like king d4, f4, e5, because right now it starts being really tricky, because
He fixes pawn on h7.
yeah, but it's really hard to get to this pawn.
Yeah, because bishop is on e6 and controls
Yes,
the
yes.
only diagonal. So
Yeah. And black is making up his own counterplay on the second wing, maybe like cb4 and a5, just to create a passer. That would be optimal, I think. The f5, I'm not sure about this move. What is the point? Like, what after e5?
maybe take.
Why didn't he play e5? Not sure.
e5 was just making a passer. Yeah. Now a5 I think is a great counterplay there. So it should be and it still in a draw. I think
Yeah, bishop g6, bishop g8.
bg8.
Yeah, but you just give up the pawn.
Oh, you have pawn.
Yeah, but still, I can go a4 even. And
a3.
a3, then king
And even a2.
c3. a2, king b2, and, well...
Oh, he lost even that pawn, yeah? a2 was needed.
Yeah, it was my last chance of survival, because with this bishop tied to the defense of this pawn, it cannot hold, I guess, g4 and
Or two of them, yeah?
yeah, and just king b5, king b6. So it looks like white is just winning here.
Probably, yeah. Maybe bishop c4. Maybe bishop c4.
Still king c5 and bishop d5, and I somehow managed to exchange. Okay, it is just lost.
Okay, whatever.
It's just lost.
Bishop take.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's...
Bishop c6 and king.
And king comes, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
This is also from Dvoretsky.
I mean, there are several methods of winning this one.
Yeah, yes, maybe.
Yeah.
So it's 8-8.
Okay, so they're tied.
Only 6 minutes left.
Okay.
Okay, so
What do we have?
nice.
Oh, this one. It's a long variation and an end game in which white is supposed to be a bit better, but in practical games he's
You
not.
know, like Kacpra probably is much better in the end game than Hyo.
I mean, this one is like perfectly playable for black, I think. And it's more of a dynamic end game, because still there are many pieces left and only...
It's like queenless middle game, we can even call it.
It's not an end game, actually.
Yeah. White's plan is just rook e1 and maybe
Yeah, if white manages to stabilize his like stable advantage, then he would be okay. But
And also, why
there are
should
some
stop?
tricks like knight b4 maybe.
Yeah, and why should, of course, try to hit d5 pawn, which is
Yes.
isolated.
And create kind of a blockade on this d5 isolani.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe f3 restrict everyone.
Yeah, just to restrict this knight and this bishop, because
Yeah.
right now it starts like harassing my position. Maybe knight f2 even, because h2 is protected from a long distance by this bishop.
Yep.
Even if black manages to exchange this knight for this bishop, it's still better for white. A bit better, but
Because of isolani.
yeah, the isolani in this bishop is way better than his counterpart. So
Sure. Maybe just
Yeah.
king d2 and consolidate everything. Oh, now it's kind of tricky.
yeah, it is, because
take and knight is jumping.
you
somewhere.
shouldn't allow this exchange, I guess. Maybe knight a5 and after king d2. Okay, that's what he wants. Like rook c2 maybe.
c2, king
Rook
d2,
c2, king d1 and
king d1.
and
yeah.
bishop knight d3. And
Knight
it's
d3.
he found this bishop d4. Maybe I can include, and king.
But wait, if rook e3, what are you going to play?
Well, oops, sorry.
Because everything is hanging right now. Maybe he missed rook e3.
I
Yeah.
also missed rook e3. That's
Yeah, it's
possible.
repeats.
Yeah, but you have those rolling pawns, so
Pawns are, yeah, always.
you can never underestimate them, especially in bullets, because you know these are not yet passers and they won't be in the near future. So
Of course, yeah.
you have to be careful.
Best thing that white can do that just attack those pawns. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bishop f6 somehow. Yeah.
yeah. Right now,
Mate-
it's
mating
just
one,
winning.
Yeah, this should
It's
be
just
winning.
winning. Yeah.
Bishop
So
e5.
this bishop is really nice. Is doing a great job defending these pawns and attacking the.
Rook f2. Yeah. And now white just needs to
I mean, he can try to convert this for a very
try
long
to cover
time.
this. Yeah, advantage.
For a very long time
Black
because.
just resign.
Okay, because he wanted to. Okay, so
He wants
it's-
more game. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there you go. We have Englund Gambit.
So you have like 6 for Hyo and. Oh, this one.
This variation. Yeah.
It's funny.
Wait, is he gonna take? Oh my God, this Aman's Gambit. Yeah, we call it on the internet. Aman Hambleton is always doing that thing.
I mean, the threat is 94.
Wait, but 94 is already equalizing, I guess.
Welcome
I know his
everybody.
story, kinda.
Great pleasure for me and
Oh.
for my
Yes,
colleagues
pork.
to see you all here.
I just
Oh my
take.
God.
I just take and go
It's pork.
d6 maybe.
D6. Taking is also not bad.
Yeah. Just
And now D6, yeah, consolidate.
d6 or even castle. Oh, knight g6 is also a perfectly reasonable move because I can retreat with my bishop to f6.
Yeah, and the C6 and D5.
Yeah,
That's a
I
big
mean
threat.
black is winning here
Yeah, black is winning.
because
That's
you
the
have
power of Aman's Gambit.
like a rook and a knight and a bishop
This is
for,
so
for
strong.
the queen. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just bad for white. I can just take and
You can
go
just take and
castle.
castle, yeah.
Yeah, and I have too many pieces for the queen, so that's enough for me. That's enough. The question is, can you convert it in a bullet game? Because that's not easy. That's never
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, but black is just playing really actively, and that's what you can do now. Maybe bishop d5, knight h4.
Bishop D5 maybe.
Yeah, bishop d5. Just
Or for white, bishop E4 is good move probably. Yeah. For
yeah.
the next move.
Oh, he went f5 actually.
F5 is kind of strange because after on passage.
I mean, he didn't want to allow
there's
this,
yeah.
but he allowed. Okay.
Anyway, he allowed.
Still,
yeah.
black has some compensation, pretty reasonable compensation after knight h4. But, you know...
But...
Oh, okay, bishop e4 and white is consolidating everything, and it looks like white should be winning.
It should be, yeah.
Yeah, because this bishop is doing a really nice job on the king side. Whereas those pawns are just falling apart, and yeah, queen h5, and he has to give up another pawn, and this one is falling, and everything is falling, and black is just lost here.
Yeah.
So
e6 is also pinned. Yeah.
So that would be
collapse.
Equalizing from
so
Kacpra.
We have the last one.
Yeah, the last one, and
last one.
Yeah.
That's
as you can see on chat, I mean not on chat, but on the stream and in my score sheet, it's like 6-3 in blitz for Kacpra and 3-6 in bullet. So
it means 9 versus 9.
Yeah, basically. And you have the decisive game here, on which we should concentrate, and I feel like Hyo is doing really fine here.
Maybe take and
yeah, just bishop c4. What are you gonna play here? What's your next move? Bishop c4. I mean, you can castle, but
and you can just develop. Like
but how to develop? Like knight a3 and long castle, I guess.
But a5 is coming, yeah? a5, a4.
a5, and what should I play next? Like I cannot play knight c2 because of a4, and right now a4 is restricting my bishop really
bishop
strongly.
c2.
I don't want to play bishop c2. Maybe I cannot. That's the bad side. Maybe just go to d1, bishop d1, and somehow make room for this knight to jump somewhere. I mean, I already dislike the position of white here.
Castle is not bad.
Yeah. Okay, so he's starting an avalanche on the king side, and f5 and f6 and everything. But the problem is your bishop is out of play, and this knight is horrible. It's like the worst piece you can ever imagine.
Yes, and maybe rook d1 right now, protecting.
Yeah.
Sure. And black just grabs a pawn.
Okay, so that is starting to be really interesting, and he's giving up this pawn, but okay, before and knight b1. Knight b1 is
knight
the only
b1
move.
And a3, yeah.
Okay.
Knight is kind of really.
It's totally restricted. This bishop, but don't underestimate his power, because he can reroute somehow to e2, and it looks grim for white, but you know, anything can happen. Yeah.
Okay, so bishops.
If those bishops just get swapped off, then it's over for white.
Yeah.
And
queen is
here g5 and white is losing. But still, you have to find a way to somehow.
Like there's also interesting idea rook a8 and take on b3, and push the pawn later.
I mean, look at this. It starts.
What is this?
Okay, so his idea is that after we exchange those, there is knight b3 and a2, right?
Knight b3, yeah.
So you have to go bishop d1, but right now e4
and king
is coming.
Just running.
E4, e3. That's my point here. And if I take the knight b3 and all these pawns are falling.
Lost on time.
So it's
okay. So match is end.
Yeah. So match is ended here, and Kacpra all of a sudden managed to win one more game and the whole match. So guys, you can unmute.
Hello, yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. You
Yeah.
hear me?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, you won the match.
Yeah, it
But
was.
you didn't play
It was
wrong.
really close match, like 10 versus 9.
Yeah.
Yes. After the blitz game, I thought that it will be easier for me, but I played terrible. Yeah.
About
At first it was like 5-0 for Hyo, but later
4-0,
you,
yeah, 5.
yeah, you managed to get some points and nearly like equalize.
Yeah, but that was really crazy. For example, like the previous one, before the last game, Blair was just winning without queen.
Yeah.
Just wait a second.
And you found a nice move like making battery, queen c2, bishop d3, and pushing f5, and suddenly everything changed.
Yeah, I was laughing because I recently I'm teaching chess and I studied some gambits with my students, and I said that you shouldn't play the Englund Gambit. No e5 after d4 in the first one because it's shitty opening. Don't play it. It's like lost, and I blundered the piece there.
Now I hope your mind has changed. That
I'm not so sure, but
it is
yeah.
playable. Like I just, I was like kind of confused by your g4, f4, f5.
I mean,
g5.
I had to play this so I can, somehow make less space for your dark squared bishop, I thought. And the main mistake was obviously letting you to play knight e4 and getting another piece. Without that, I'm just better. So
Yeah, 94 was just 3 pieces actually.
It
was falling. And also, like Cosmo, which game was also interesting? Like,
I mean,
we saw this bomb cloud variation.
Yeah,
was it
this
misclick or was it on purpose?
it was on purpose.
of course.
Alright, I believe this is the
Come on,
moment
it's
that you
an
lost the
entertainment.
match because I felt terrible. I had 5 losses in a row and I was on tilt. How this is the title of our stream, Tilted Sunday.
It's just perfectly matching.
Yeah, and when you played Bankat, I said, okay, no more losing, and I need to show that it cannot be played against me, the bank. So yeah.
Yeah, you showed
Actually,
no
I was
mercy.
also tilted that I couldn't win the blitz section, so I was like, okay, I'm ahead 5 points in both the sections, so why not play bomb cloud?
You see. So I believe this was
so
the
it's
mistake,
tilted
like
Sunday.
psychologically, because I was like destroyed, basically. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
And many games, both players had like 1 second left, and it was really crazy. We were just following how the evil bars goes up and goes down and goes up and down.
Fortunately,
I'm not sure if this is a good thing, if Ivar bar goes up and down.
Fortunately,
always
I have it turned off, so
really?
the viewers didn't see it. Yeah.
Alright.
I see.
So it's better then.
Yeah.
We are
Well, I
not
had
compromised in the view of our viewers.
Yes, that's true.
Oh my
Anyway,
god.
it was,
Thanks a
yeah,
lot
it was-
for the invitation for the
great
match.
match.
It was a good sport, I must say.
Yeah.
It was also interesting for me too.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
What is the plan for the next match like this? Like, who are we going to invite, and who's gonna play?
Maybe we can
I'm
ask
definitely not
viewers.
playing.
Okay, guys, just
Probably.
Maybe we can ask viewers.
type your suggestions on chat, and maybe we can also discuss it. Maybe Kacper will join us like some other time.
Yeah, sure, I'm up for it. I've played some matches like a few months ago when I had more time on my own channel. I mean our group channel, Robert and Form, and lately I hadn't got so much time, but right now I have spare time from the university, so I guess I could play, and if I will have time in the future, then I'm surely gonna play another match here. If you
Yeah,
want.
but guys, we can also play like 4-player chess, for example, or a bug house stream if Cosma can make our the streaming platform. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Oh, we have
Suggestion. Yeah.
Suggestion. Moja Siatkarska silna zawodniczka z Polski. Why not? Why
Yeah,
not?
Why not?
Why not?
But another question is with whom? With Hyo, my brother.
Or maybe with somebody else. Like, I don't know. If Hyo is willing to play, then why not? Because he's won. He won the first match but lost this one.
Yeah.
But it was tight.
Yeah. But also
Maybe-
we can do like really 4-player chess or Bughouse. So
Okay, but
we can manage
Maybe
it.
I
I should.
haven't.
We should play each other, Kosma. No.
Right now?
No, like later.
Later,
okay.
yes. Yeah.
I mean, we can. Why not?
Master Fide.
Nice.
With 2400.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to play 4-player chess, right?
Oh, I think not now. Maybe next time.
Okay.
Next time, yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, like, thank you for joining and thank you for commentating and playing and
Yeah.
enjoying your games, and see you next time.
See you next time. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
definitely
thank you very much. See you.
going to make more tournaments, more matches like
Yeah,
that.
that's for sure.
We
And-
had a too much break after the first one, right?
Yeah, we had a three months.
Like
It's
exactly
actually
3 months.
Exactly 3 months.
Yeah.
I think this one is gonna be uploaded on YouTube like really soon. If
Oh,
Alright.
great.
yeah, so that people can watch it, because there is like subscription, you have to subscribe in order
you
to watch
need to pay,
the clips. Yeah.
Twitch.
So it will be uploaded on YouTube, I guess, and yeah. So guys, like the last question, what do you want? Like, which channel you want me to make a ride?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like it's called ride in Polish. I don't know. Like when I
Who
end
is streaming now?
Yeah, I'm ending the stream and I want to somehow make our viewers go somewhere else.
Maybe Chess Bro.
Chess, bro.
Okay, I'm wondering.
Or
Wait.
GMT Caro. Let's go GMT
What?
Caro.
What?
No?
Wait, I'm gonna look at this Twitch. Okay, we have this. We have Hans Niemann. I think Chess24 PL, because we like them.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's like this. Thank you guys again, and see you.
Okay.
See you next
See you
Okay.
next time. Goodbye.
See
and
See
ya.
you next
Thank you.
time.
good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.